we focus on different parts of the body. In the West, we have this idea that says that really, like, Futurama, they have those heads under the glass jars. Have you seen that? Right? That really what we're talking about is this is a transportation system down here. And this is where all the action goes on, right? Because this is the portal where the information goes in. This is where I process it all. This is where I experience whether I'm pleased with it or not, apparently. But there are other models, and these other models yield different virtues than this model does. One model says that I can situate my consciousness in different places in my body, and that when I do so, I get a different kind of information. In the martial arts, we work on the belly center, okay? Upper center is important. These different centers operate in different ways. So, for example, if we talk about the heart, okay? It's interesting when we talk about wisdom, we talk about philosophy, we give a lot of attention to the wisdom part. We don't give a lot of attention to the love part. And this is an important part of the function. And when I say love, I mean caring. I mean an energy that's related to the heart center in the body. So the heart pumps away, the heart spins blood. Blood has in it magnetite. Magnetite has a charge. So when the charge spins, it generates an electromagnetic field. They say this electromagnetic field is 1,000 times stronger than the electromagnetic field in the brain. They also say that in nature, every living thing generates an electromagnetic field. And that anything that generates an electromagnetic field also is capable of reading perturbations within its electromagnetic field. Okay? Does that make sense? Now, there's a whole experiential chain through this, but this is the model. It says that I'm going to get a certain kind of information through this center that I'm not going to get through this center. Okay? And then in martial arts, we also are related to this idea that this center is important. That to actually act, for my will to be empowered, this Dantian center is significant. So the function of martial arts, when it works well, is that these three centers, they all function correctly. They all function in harmony. They all function in balance. The brain knows when to give over to the heart, to take information from the heart. The belly knows when to pass information along. An interesting thing, when I was working with the curanderos in South America, and they're using ayahuasca. Are people familiar with ayahuasca? Has anybody heard of this? It can be a pretty intense journey. And certain things will come for you psychically. And one of the things that I found was that there are certain postures that actually changed whether I was vulnerable or not. And what was the biggest one that made the biggest difference? Right here, arms crossed over my dantian. Because these things were trying to attack my will. They're trying to break me down. And this center, boy, I was bulletproof. And when I opened up, I could feel the change in my field.